computer.
Ooh.
Welcome to another episode of Miles, Mountains, and Brews. I'm your host, Nicholas Coleman. With me via Zoom is Brady the Kid Hagen.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Oh, Brady, wonderful weekend, man. You know, besides DeWayne not being here because of he got the vid.
Yeah, I guess that rubbed him off.
Yeah, he couldn't be with us, man, today due to the everlasting and the diabolical man-made disease of all the COVID variants. 2000. Yeah. You know, there's how many?
It's never gonna end.
Yeah, so you know, I'm just gonna say COVID variant 2000. So because you know they're gonna come up with so many variants and everything else. Today is also a good day because, as you can see, win or lose, dude, I'm a 49er fan till I die. You know that.
Yeah, how'd they end up doing?
Always. They won. Dude, they gave Cowboys every chance in the book and they still lost. So good job, Niners.
Yeah, I was watching the last quarter. Watching the last quarter there a few times. I was like, oh, that's it. It's done. They just gave it up.
Right.
They ended up pulling it out and squeaking away with it.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, man, you got that shout out, right? That I gave the listeners and the crew this weekend. I thought that was
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, basically just stating, you know, the milestone we hit 2,500.
Yeah, and we're well on our way to 3,000.
Guys, I'm just telling you this, listeners and viewers, because this one will be our first video on our YouTube page, Miles Mountain Brew Crew YouTube. Follow us there. But dude, 2,500. I have to thank the listeners and the viewers, man, for that, because like I told DeWayne as a joke, I was like, I know I can't listen to or download our episode 2,500 times, and quite frankly, I don't live around the world. So, man, the listeners, the viewers, I praise you guys 100% and appreciate the love and support. So when we were down 10,
we would have never made it that far without them.
No, exactly. And when we were down 10, dude, we ended up getting 50 plus after that. I'm like, what? So the love, I gotta shout out the fans, the listeners, the love that we get and the support that we get on a daily basis. We do put in a lot of work, and hopefully you guys do see that. And man, it just feels good. So along with the 49ers,
it's just a big thank you.
Yeah,
a big thank you to anyone who's listened, anyone who's sent us a comment or liked a post on Instagram or Facebook, anyone who's downloaded an episode. Just a huge thank you.
Yeah, man,
it would not be as much fun without all of that.
And as I'm cracking open this beer on, you know, our show, drinking Icicle Enchantment Hazy IPA. It's
a little closer to the camera there. Your filter's cutting it out.
Oh yeah, right here. See that?
Oh, that looks tasty.
I got this from the lovely lady Leah, who has the COVID as well again.
Oh
yeah, dude, she's the beer entrepreneur or a connoisseur. I mean, dude, she buys beer left and right, and she's like, you got to do this, you got to do this. And I'm not a big fan of Icicle because when I go to Leavenworth, it's always crowded and overrated. So I'm all like, okay, well, she gave me that. I drank it last night with Lonnie. More about that later. But dude, it hits the spot, man. It hits the spot.
Perfect.
So
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah. What are you drinking?
I've got an Elysian Immortal.
Yeah.
And then later on, I'll be having a Men's Room Red.
Okay, the Men's Room Red. All right. Yeah, that was off a radio show, actually. That started from a radio show, didn't it? I believe so. The story behind it. Yeah, well,
I just know it tastes pretty good.
Cheers, brother, for 2,500 and listeners and all the love. So
clink.
Yep, clink. Sip it. But with DeWayne, man, he wasn't here. A lot of things to change because of the shipment. Because of the shipment, brewers couldn't get their gear, their product to build or maintain their flow of brews. So also COVID as well. COVID has affected a lot of things. That brew fest that we had planned this past yesterday was canceled.
Yeah.
Was canceled. So what I did was went duck hunting instead.
Hey, that's a good compromise.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I can't wait for Brady no longer. I'm going to do it. If somebody invites me, I'm going to do it. And thanks to Scuba, what's up?
It sounds like the guy you went with was a better option than me anyway, because he's all set up with all the stuff.
But his buddies are. His buddies have quite the setup. Scuba Steve is my coworker. Shout out to Scuba Steve. Yes, I got that. And yes, when he first got there, his nickname or his name that he went by was Scuba Steve. Go figure. Adam Sandler. It's a match made in heaven, right? So it's like, dude, Scuba Steve. So it sticks with him, and it has stuck since day one on the job. So the only time I don't call him that is when we're in front of clients. So shout out to Scuba Steve because, dude, I had a blast yesterday. Would rather have gone to the brew fest in a little warmer environment. But no, so they postponed it to February 25th. There's a lot of people pissed off on that, but I just took advantage of it, froze my toes off at 30-degree weather by the Columbia River, shot some birds. Might not have friends after this, but dude, I'm gonna go into it more because it was more than just hunting, you know, it was more than that. It was, there's a lot of insight, there was a lot of emotions, there's so much behind it. No, I'm not, glorifying killing a bird or killing something. What I'm more into this is the mental health aspect, the love of being outdoors. That time when I always say I never took time just to take advantage of the small things. Stop, smell the roses. Well, I had a lot of chances to stop and smell the roses, and dude, I didn't think duck hunting or hunting in general would bring that. So brings a whole.
It's crazy how just so much closer to nature you get when you're hunting.
Oh yeah.
Even though, yes, you are trying and attempting to take a life out of nature, but you're not going to waste that animal. You're not going to waste the meat. It's going to die for a good cause. It's going to die a lot better than it would in nature anyway.
Right.
Because nature is going to be disease, old age, predation. They're going to experience a lot of pain. Whereas a shotgun, hey, it's said and done as soon as you pull the trigger and hit that target.
Yeah. So, man, how I felt throughout the day, man. It was just so exhilarating. From every smell in the book to across the way, people are, lighting it up, and you're like, where are these birds at? Where are these birds at?
Yeah, you can't see them, but they can.
Oh yeah, yeah. And from the small sound of a golden eye duck, it's not the flaps. How back in the day when the Nerf footballs, they get
the whistle.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know a damn duck has a whistle while they're flying. That's so unbelievable, dude. So it's like there's more to this story, guys. I will get to it. It was just one heck of a day, and man, brilliant day, dude. I loved it. I couldn't thank those guys enough. I will be going out more, hopefully with the boys, Lonnie, Brady, DeWayne, and Matt will eventually do something with us. Don't know, though. Don't know. I tried to get him on today, but he had all his kids, all 7+ teen.
That's a busy dad right there.
Right? Shout out to Matt, though. Matt, the love. We hit 2,500, dude. Thank you. So
this whole pod wouldn't be possible without him and his background either.
Exactly. So with the breweries having trouble, talk to Todd. We were supposed to do an interview with Todd last week, but DeWayne has been in and out of sickness. Yeah. Like all of us. That's going to be happening on Tuesday. I don't know if DeWayne's going to be there, but I'm going to try to do my best to make it happen, because last thing I want to do is postpone it more and then Todd just doesn't want to do it. So shout out to Iconic. We'll be there on Tuesday. It should be fun. Yeah. And he solidified, he put icing on the cake. He solidified what they're going through as well, like just the brews with the delays and packaging, deliveries, something that I ordered the other day that was supposed to get here today, delayed as well. I wonder why.
Trucking issues.
Right? So last week we talked about getting out more, right? Especially taking a break from the average daily grind. Average daily grind for you is, dude,
ridiculous.
There's no comparison. Me and DeWayne, we live quite well with what we have, but dude, you're putting 18, 20 hours in a day. And we found out that, dude, you don't stop and smell the roses yourself, but you did this past week. As we say.
Monday, I was up in Wenatchee for a grocery outlet call, and it was kind of a slow day, not a lot happening. So I decided to take lunch, and I just got on my phone and Googled breweries in Wenatchee, and I found this place called Columbia Valley Brewery.
Yeah, how was that?
Valley Brewing Company. And they have a real cool atmosphere in there. They've got a bar, and it is a full bar. It's not just a brewery or tap house.
Yeah.
They do make some of their own beers on site. They do have taps that they bring in beers from all around Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. And then they have a full liquor bar license too. So they have all that on it.
Nice.
But what I want to talk about is their food, dude.
Yeah. Because you're working, you can't drink. But dude, how many beers did they have on tap with their house?
4 in-house and 16 out of house.
Okay.
So 20 taps total. It was a pretty good selection.
Yeah.
But I did notice that not a single one of their beers was over 6.4%.
So blue collar workers go there a lot then.
I would think so. Like there's all their IPAs and everything were like 6.3. They had one out of Boise that was a 6.4, and that was the highest on their whole tap list.
Really?
I wanted to ask questions about it, but the guy who was in there was bouncing between 5 tables, even though they had just opened. Yeah. So I didn't have a whole lot of time to sit and talk with him.
Right.
But it was kind of interesting. I think it's more of like just a local hangout, not the kind of place where people go to get trashed,
Yeah, true. What was their in-house? Did they have like ale, a lager, pills?
They had 2 IPAs.
Oh.
They had a dark stout, and then they had I think it was a lager.
Okay.
But I had the guy, like I was watching as he was pouring them all for everyone.
Yeah.
And all 4 of the in-house beers got poured in front of me because I sat right in front of the taps. And none of them were any lighter than like the nog that we get from White Bluffs. They were all very dark beers.
Okay. Man, if only you didn't work.
Right. I would have had a couple of soda pops.
Yeah, if only they had did they have crowlers or growlers, or
they had growlers?
Okay.
But I didn't want to buy a full 64-ounce growler.
Yeah.
If they had crowlers, I definitely would have taken one home.
But
or maybe 2, one to share with you.
Right. Thanks, man. What is it? Yeah, dude, the production of cans, aluminum, and delivery, you can't just buy one pallet. You got to buy a whole trailer full. The more,
big. Where are you going to store all that as a small brewery too?
Exactly. So, dude, like the more you get involved with these breweries, the more insight you get. And a lot of them are like, I don't know what to do with the whole trailer full of aluminum cans. It's like,
rent a storage unit. I mean, what do you do?
But you're spending more money doing that too. It's like, gosh, can't win, man. Can't win. So,
but back to the food on this Columbia Valley Brewing. I got these tri-tip and beer cheese potato wedges.
Those look good, by the way.
Oh man, they were amazing. The beer cheese was next level. Like that, I think the cheese was my favorite part of that whole plate.
The beer cheese?
I mean, oh yeah, dude. It came on a basket about as big as my head, that big round.
Yeah.
Probably a pound of JoJo's potato wedges on the bottom.
You eat it all?
Oh yeah.
So when you scale that plate, is it do you scale it with your Amish beard?
Yes, the beard is included. So you got to go down to the bottom of the beard.
Hey, I had to do that because I'm 40 years old and I can't grow a beard worth a lick. So I'm kind of jealous.
The end of this year, it'll be down to here, and then I'll be scaling the food this way.
Okay, good. So oval plate.
Yeah, big old oval basket.
So the food, right? You basically took a page out of our playbook. I was proud of you, man. I was proud of you. I was like, dude, this guy needs to step out of his comfort zone. And you did the first week. And bro, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at somewhere that had good food, and this place, I mean, all the pictures on the menu from what I saw on Google looked amazing. And I was really going for a burger. I was feeling a burger that day, but they didn't have burgers. They had sandwiches and stuff like that. It was kind of more like a bar food feel.
Okay.
And I am happy that I went with the tri-tip and beer cheese potato wedges.
Okay, so when you were looking at the menu, was there anything that stuck out? Was there something that they're known for, certain places? Like, I'm just going to say Three Creeks, right? You think of a burger, but they're well known. They're more inland, but they're well known for their clam chowder. So was there anything that stuck out that they were well known for or no?
I mean, they didn't have like anything on the menu that said like house favorites or local favorites or anything like that. Yeah. But that was the first place that I had seen covered in smothered potato wedges. I mean, they had chili cheese with homemade chili. They had a like sauerkraut German potato wedge with like cut up sausage and sauerkraut on there.
German
I mean, I think the potato wedge is kind of their niche because I've never even seen that at another place where it's all just loaded in, covered and smothered, like I said. I mean, it was good food.
Okay. Would you ever go back?
Yeah, because I want to try their beer.
Okay. Makes sense. Would you go back because you could only have food because work and everything else? You were on lunch. Would you ever go back for the food? Just the food?
Yeah, I think next time I go up there, I want to try the other brewery because I actually drove by another place up there, but they're all like outdoor dining and outdoor seating. It's like an open air kind of deal. And they were open, but I'd been sitting outside for 4 hours at that point, and I wanted to be inside in the heat. So
gotcha.
I went down the road to the next place, but I want to try that other spot. And Columbia Valley Brewing will definitely be on my list to hit again when I'm up there for work.
I'm gonna write them down so I can give them a shout out.
Heck yeah, they're good food, man.
Okay.
I was looking for stickers and merchandise and swag and all that, and I didn't see stickers, but they had a lot of cups and growlers and stuff like that for sale.
Okay. All right. Just it's crazy, man. Welcome stepping out of your comfort zone.
Anytime I'm out of town, I'm going to try to find a spot at least once a week.
And if you ever are in a spot that you don't know, you can always give me a holler. I can always suggest something for you or the fam, whatever.
This last Friday, I was down in Walla Walla and I wanted to go to that, what was it, Bigfoot Brewery or something?
Big House?
Big House, yeah. I wanted to go over there for lunch, but I was working with another guy and we were just too busy to sneak away for an hour.
It's okay to say that the other guy just said, no, they're trash. It's okay.
I didn't even ask him. I was like, you know what? This is the kind of guy who gets food from the deli downstairs, spends 15 minutes eating, and he's back to work, which I appreciate. Okay. I can do that too. Right. But every once in a while, it is nice to take that hour lunch break and just actually punch out.
Right. Good for you, man. Keep it up, dude. Proud of you, man. Even working with damn 20-hour days.
Yeah.
Well, if I think about it, though, okay, I'm just going to not compare myself, but with the job and the podcast, it's ongoing as well.
Out.
It does. But, dude, you put that labor.
Yeah, that's part of my job.
You put it in. So Faith is here. Say hello, Faith.
Hello.
They can't see you because you're in the background, but she definitely wanted to be here and just be part of the pod. She's been killing it in volleyball, right? Yep. Even though COVID's been canceling some bits for you, right?
Yep.
You still killing it?
Sure.
Good. Your overhand is awesome.
It always has been.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Ooh.
Confidence. Wow.
I like it.
Like,
She's almost as confident as the Cowboys were before the game.
Almost.
that's
But on another note, how's the little one? How's Rhett? The family? How are they feeling, man?
Oh, they're doing all right. Ren is doing great. He's eating up a storm, dude. I can't keep that boy fed.
Yeah.
Like he's starting to eat me out of house and home. I gotta go shopping again almost. But Caitlin's doing good. Rhett's been getting over a little sickness the last few days, but he's starting to feel better.
Yeah.
No school tomorrow for the MLK day.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice to have him at home for one more day to make sure he's all healthy before he goes back amongst his peers.
Yeah. You off or you working?
No, I'm working.
Okay.
They don't recognize that day.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm surprised my work does. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I can't get Veterans Day off, but okay. Too sure. Man,
I'll just take the day. I won't do anything.
Right? That setup that you have in the background, man. You think we're gonna get a lot of stuff off of that or no?
I don't know, maybe. I just wanted to show some stuff off, you know.
Yeah, right?
Got my NRA hat on. Amendment number 2.
Right?
USA.
Hey.
Obviously, the 4-style carbine.
You all right? Man, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
I'm liking it.
I do too. I think other people will like it as well. You know who else would like it? Short Stack.
And Short Stack and Lonnie will love it.
Right?
Because Lonnie gave me these magazines up here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Speaking of Lonnie, shout out to Lonnie and Nicole. Nicole, hey guys, they gave me a present. They finally, handed it off, and I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, hey, I got something for you. I'm having troubles just spitting out my words, but he was like, I got something for you. Totally unexpected. I got a glass. I think it was the first prototype. There's the first prototype that Nicole made for us, the Brews crew.
Yep.
You have yours, right?
Yeah. Mine's in the freezer.
And I got mine. I gave her a huge shout out. Guys, I'm going to do this. She doesn't know that I'm going to do this, but if you guys want one of those glasses, hit me up and I will be glad to order a few of them for you guys. Don't know the cost.
We'll make something happen.
We'll make it happen. But yeah, these are pretty gnarly beer glasses. If you guys can see, I mean, I can't.
Yeah, your filter's making it all.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
It's a pretty big beer glass. So
yeah,
if you guys want it, she can make it. I was very thankful. Thank you, Nicole and Lonnie.
No, if your glass is the same size as mine, I poured a 16 ounce and then a 12 ounce on top of it, and it fit to the brim. It was a perfect fit.
It's it reminds me of like the big German glasses, man.
Yeah.
And we all know how that goes. Right? Yeah. So since the Winter Hot Brew Fest was canceled, I had a chance of a lifetime, believe it or not. Like I said earlier, I went duck hunting with Scuba Steve, right? Scuba Steve is a coworker who knows of my goal to step out of my comfort zone.
Nice.
He had the opportunity to hunt with his regular hunting buddies, which we won't name, but we'll just say hunting buddies.
Good guys, though.
Very good guys. They know, man, they've mastered that craft. I didn't know. Like, I've heard of stories, duck hunting, people have like their pregame, they have their rituals to wake up early, get things going, sit, hurry up and wait. It reminded me of the Army days, dude. And I'm all like, wow, good thing I didn't have waders because I'd be in that water cold, So
yeah,
I did what I could. I humped a lot of things back and forth, to and fro. did all that, but very thankful, man. I couldn't thank them enough. When I was shooting or just chilling, observing, just taking everything in, I was just like, dude, thank you for allowing me to be here. I was blessed. They allowed, I even said, man, I think I started too late, but hey, 40 years old, hunting rookie tagging along, thank you.
Heck yeah, man.
So
Hey,
when it comes,
anytime someone wants to get into shooting sports or hunting, you're never too old to get into it, because it's one of those things that you can find a category of people who are doing it at your age, at your
Right.
level, and they're just going to accept you because you want to get into something that they enjoy.
it's crazy though. It's crazy, man, because I'm like, dude, these guys are 30 years old. There's a 21-year-old. I think Scuba Steve's like 32 or 33. They're all like the two, Scuba Steve and the guy that I was with and my blinder. He was
Yeah.
ex-military as well. So we had that camaraderie, that feel, that dude,
Oh, sweet.
you give me this, I understand, whatnot. Went well, did great. And take care of that, please.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. So
Hey, it's part of being a dad.
right? Good stuff. Good stuff. So let me pause real
I got
quick,
some
dude.
questions for you regarding the hunting.
What's that?
What were you shooting?
Duck.
What firearm?
My Weatherby.
More detail?
The Weatherby over and under.
Awesome. Chambered in.
Yeah. Yeah. So chambered in, yes. And the guy, they had semi-automatic, you know, shotties. And you're like, if you're going to do this more often, you might want to get what we're getting or what we have. And I'm all like, okay. Yeah. So I'm all like, you know what? I'm just out here to have fun. I'll stunt. What's up?
You were shooting 12 gauge or 20 gauge?
12.
All right.
12. Yeah. And yeah, I was shooting Kent's. I think threes. And
3-inch. Like it.
Yeah. And it was pretty cool, man, because you know, I only got 2 shots in the over under, and I would stunt them, and the guy would top it off, you know. But there's this one, not close range, but I had it dialed in, and it was almost it was within reach of all the decoys, and that duck didn't have a chance. But bro, it's so freaking weird to know how they move and how their instincts come around, because you think one shot would paralyze them or kill them. No, man, there's some blasts that you'll do 5, 6. They'll go down for a bit, come up 100 yards later trying to survive. Dude, it's eye-opening experience, guys.
Geese are the same way.
Yeah, well, dude, we try to get some geese, and those guys, you need some more bang for your buck there.
Yeah, a lot of geese hunters shoot 10 gauge.
Okay, all right.
That's a big shotgun.
Yeah, so like I said, man, listeners and viewers, by no means do I pose as a hunting professional. I'm skilled in a lot of things, but when it comes to hunting any animal, this and that, don't take my words. I'm just trying new things and I'm loving it, you know. And I think that's what people are doing while listening to this podcast. They see that we don't discriminate. We push each other. Welcome. We push each other to do new things, go outdoors. You know, whether you're 100 pounds to 200 to 300, just get outside. Well, I'm doing that in the hunting world. Like I said, I told you earlier in the year or last year that I'm going to try to get myself out, and here I am. I'm finally getting out, guys. 2022 is going to be a good year. So
it's going to be a great one.
But the one thing that I am very, very professional in is handling firearms. I thought I would have difficulties honing in on the skills of just weaponry and period. But once you learn it from the military, dude, you don't lose it. And
Like
I
riding a
felt,
bike.
what's that?
It's like riding a bike.
Correct. Yeah, man. It's been, I mean, besides going to the cabin and shooting those BBs, right?
Yeah.
With you, the BB guns.
Yep. The Red Riders.
Yeah, the Red Riders might, shoot your eye out, That was the first time I actually sat or just had time to shoot a weapon.
Okay.
So the other day I was like, okay, I still got it, man. I still got the moves. I still can maintain. Surprised I could maintain because, bro, it's like, I shake on a daily, but here I am, dude, shooting 12 gauge at birds, and they don't always go down. So,
oh no, they're tough.
but yeah, man. So it was good to be back into the camaraderie, the weaponry, just getting more in tuned of that lifestyle that was lost so many years ago. For real. 2008, 9 was the last time I actually carried an M16, and or a 9. I have a 9 on me when I go places alone, but I never shoot it off. So anyways, hunting, I'm a novice. As I hate saying I'm a noob, I am a noob, but I owe a lot of this opportunity, not with to you, Brady, but also Scuba Steve.
And
his hunt.
Huge shout out to Mr. Scuba Steve.
Yeah, Scuba Steve all the way, and his buddies, man, and they'll remain anonymous. Dude, the girls are having fun right now. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
I can tell.
Yeah. So I woke up early as heck. Got there around 4:30 in the morning. I don't mind doing that. I'm used to that because I travel a lot for, running and trails, races, that kind of thing. But to see the crew set up bags and bags of decoys, I thought just a couple decoys can put them in. You put them in the water and see what comes around. No, these guys had 5 bags. Some of them were doubled with decoys, right? How I know they have 5 bags, I carried them all, guys. Not to the river, but back into the truck. And they don't look heavy, they don't feel heavy, but when you get a bunch of them in one bag, they're heavy.
They add up. They might float, but they still weigh something.
Yes, and plus the weights too. You have the weights that weigh them down. They're little, but man, they add up. So they were doing that. If you look at the picture of the Instagram, with the lights in the background, not gonna say where we were, but if people were smart and knew the lay of the land around Columbia River, you would know where we were sitting.
I can guess pretty well.
Yes, but man, I
grew up in Finley.
I saw that shot and I was like, I'm going to take it just because, so people know what I'm doing. And I think I was hoping to get Brady by surprise, guys, just because here I am, amateur Nick, trying to hunt. I know how to maintain a weapon and all that stuff, but hunting is new. And I think it's going to be a mainstay. It's going to be a mainstay in my life.
Especially bird hunting with a shotgun, because you got to lead the bird. And you got to figure out the way he's flying, and then you got to shoot where he's going to be. You can't shoot at him. You have to shoot where he's going to be in a half a second from now.
Yeah.
And it takes some practice to get good at it. So hats off to you that you figured it out and you got it on your first trip, man.
It was good, man. It was good, dude. I hit 4. I hit 4, finished 3. When I say finish, done for the count. The other guy, man, those semi, man, I can't compete with those, dude. I can't compete with those, man. And plus there's laws too. So the 3, you could only have 3 in the chamber, or 3, what can you explain? 3 in the gun. Yeah. So I'm good with my over under.
Yeah.
2 and that's
Steve,
it.
whether you're running a pump shotgun or a semi-auto, you have to have a magazine stick
Right.
in the chamber mag so that you can only fit 3 shells in there, because that's just one of Washington State's laws. You can't hunt with more than 3 rounds in your gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which only applies to, I think, waterfowl, because pheasant, I've loaded up in the past. Now the laws may have changed up until now, because it's been a good 4 or 5 years since I've been pheasant hunting. But I know with waterfowl, like with geese, we had to put in the magazine sticks. I know with ducks, everyone talks about the magazine sticks.
Yeah.
But like if you're going deer hunting and you want to take this with one of those, go for it. They don't have any restrictions on that kind of animal hunting, but for some reason with waterfowl, they do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man, it was just eye-opening experience. I'll never forget that, just because I caught myself looking at my watch. I'm like, damn, when am I going to get a workout in? When am I going to get a workout in? Because, Saturday, I'm like, dude, I'm changing my whole schedule just for this duck hunting. I didn't know what to expect. I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, because I do live an active life. I have an active lifestyle. I'm always on the go, sitting there on a chair behind a blind, people doing duck calls and just waiting. Okay, wait, just give me the word, because you can't flash your face, because if a duck sees my white face, they'll go the other direction.
It's like a mirror. It's like a white flag.
Yeah.
You're like, nope, I'm out of here.
Something I did not know. So I learned. So it's like, okay, just give me word. And, they go, hey. Okay. So I'm like, boom, popping it off, man. It felt so good, right? It felt so good. With the movements, everything else, I'm like, I'm not breaking a sweat, just a little hot because I overestimated the weather, man. I thought it was going to be crappy weather, dude. It turned out to be perfect. So then check watch a few times. I'm like, all right, am I gonna get a workout in? The only time I got a workout in was when I was kneeling down, coming up and down, right?
Yeah.
And dude, when I had to take those decoys back to the truck.
On the decoy bags.
Yeah, man. But hey, I woke up, man, my shoulder was sore as heck. And my calves. I'm like, I'm always on my feet. My calves were burning. I don't know why, but they were burning. I think it was all the crouching, the popping up.
Yeah, different motion, firing a different set of muscles in a different routine.
Yeah. So when people think hunting is just a lazy man sport, bro, there's a reason why Cameron Haynes does what he does. There's a lot. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of hunters do what Cameron Haynes does, or work out extensively just for hunting season. It's crazy. Now I get it. Even with duck hunting.
I mean, Cameron Haynes runs a marathon on his lunch break just so he can go shoot elk in the mountains with a bow and arrow.
For what? 2 seasons?
For 1 season a year. It only comes around once a year.
Dude's a monster. He's
crazy.
And I'm always on my feet. And dude, to wake up, to make it seem like I'm dehydrated, but I'm not,
Yeah.
My calves were on fire this morning, dude. So
well, Nate, how many rounds did you shoot? Did you shoot a full box yesterday?
Shot a full box. I had 3 left, but I shot a full box.
Yeah. So a full box is 25. So 25. You ended up doing 22.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good shot count, dude. That's a lot of impact on the shoulder there.
It still hurts, man. Just lifting this pint of beer to my mouth, it kind of hurts, But no, it's
the 16-ounce curl is getting you.
It is, man. It is, and people are gonna see this on YouTube. So yeah,
I love it.
It's gonna be great, man. Good times, dude. Good times. But it just sit everything to the side was just sitting there. Not everybody's shooting, right? Everybody thinks hunting is just like shoot. No, man. People were just having fun,
Oh, yeah.
shooting the shit, taking everything in from the noises of the river, the noises of the birds, the views. Dude, that's 4 bald eagles, bro. 4.
Dang.
4. And you know what's crazy?
That's awesome.
They're bullies, dude. Talk about predation.
They're
bullies, bro. They're bullies. And just that. I never, like I said, I'm trying to get out. You've been saying get out and smell the roses, right? We made a big point of this on the podcast.
Yep.
That yesterday made me stop and smell the roses and then some, because dude, all I had to do is just sit there and just take everything in. Took the time to take a breath and just enjoy the damn moment, dude, which I never do. You know that, man. And I was like,
you're go, drive, get there.
And I was thinking to myself, it's like, shit, I can do this more often. So
yeah. Well, that's one nice thing about hunting is that one requirement to be a successful hunter is to take time to stop and smell the roses.
Yeah.
To stop and sit, to glass, to call, to look at the landscape, because there might be an animal out there that you're hunting for, and if you're just cruising on by, you won't see him. Yeah. But if you sit for 5 minutes, he's going to move before you do, and that's when you pick him up.
And you know what's sad is that we're putting this on YouTube. People are going to know how often I do move, like naturally, or
yeah.
you know,
they're going to see how animated you are.
Yeah, well, that and movement in the chair, because I can't sit just
you can't stay still
like you.
Yeah.
I do have some issues, guys, but you know, there's things that help, but not all the way. So hopefully, you guys, when you guys listen to more of the podcast and more of my life and everything else, you'll know certain things work certain ways. So yeah, man. But I'm gonna go back to just the ambiance, the taking in everything. I never thought how much it took, mental, physical, emotional, stop and smell the activity, you know, smell the roses activity. Like, dude, I never thought that until I was there. I'm going to say it again. I never thought it was that. Why haven't you told me that hunting brings that?
I mean, it's just, I've told you how you got to sit in glass, how you got to sit and watch.
Yeah.
You got to wait and take your time. And if I didn't effectively communicate that that's time to stop and smell the roses and check out the local flora and fauna and all the plants and the insect life that's around you, I mean, you see a lot of cool stuff out there, and you find stuff that you never ever thought you would have ever found.
Yeah.
Like one time I was out hunting and I found an old silver mine.
Oh, okay.
And I only knew because I asked the guy who owned the land.
Nice. Okay. But I never thought I would do it while hunting, because, you know, you get a lot of people anti anything hunting, you know, rifles, that kind of thing. Yes, we do have listeners of that, but man, there's so much to it. So much to it, man. And it just waking up in the morning, I still had trouble grasping on what the hell I did, because I'm so used to taking advantage of everything, like the mountains, you know, the races, always on the go. I'm like, I feel accomplished because, dude, I just beat the hell out of it. No one else did it but a couple of other runners, you know. Same thing I did. Never thought I'd do it, man. Never thought I'd do it.
Well, and see, that's one reason why hunters are the number one nature and land conservatives. Like, they do the most for the wildlife and conservation. Yes. But they do the most for the wildlife and for the land, because they spend time out in the land, and they know that. Yep.
Sorry, I had to put
but they know that without being there and without helping out to preserve that, like, they can't go and do what they love. Dude. And it's a whole nother, whether you're hunting or just hiking, Nick, it's a whole nother world to just be out there in nature with no distractions, no phones, only one goal in mind. But even if you only have one goal in mind, you always end up sidetracked by something else.
Yeah.
Because there's so many interesting things out there that want to draw and command your attention.
Yeah. I mean, from not just your personal emotions, but the sights, the sounds, the smells, the loss of time. That's one thing, dude. That's the one thing. Like when I'm in the cabin, I know I'm going to lose time. I know. I don't care. I'm just going to take it in. Right. The loss of time. When I was checking my watch, I'm like, dude, what the hell? All right.
That's like, oh, that was 2 hours that just went by. It felt like 15 minutes.
Correct. And just the experience while on the shore of the Columbia River. That was the first time I actually enjoyed being near the Columbia River. Every time I'm near the Columbia River, I'm running back and forth to get a 5K in, a quick 10K, 10 miler, back and forth. That was actually the first time I actually enjoyed being near or on the Columbia River.
Well, you wait until we go spring salmon fishing this year and then hit the spawn when bass start spawning this year.
Yeah.
You're gonna find a lot more time to enjoy that river, bro. I guarantee it.
Man, I told Lonnie, man, I'm not a big fish fan though.
Okay, then just come out and drink beer with us.
True.
You
I can do that.
fish.
But just make sure I get my workout in before or after.
Oh yeah. You can go before, so then you can get plastered with us, and then we'll drop you off at home safely.
Correct. There you go. So the camaraderie. I mentioned camaraderie, the brotherhood. I don't know those two. I know a little bit about Scuba Steve, but the brotherhood and the camaraderie is what brought it back. Yeah, I get that when I'm running races. I get that when I'm on the trail with certain people. Sean, for instance. The cool thing is that, dude, we all come from all different backgrounds, but military was one thing in common we had. Dude, the mill hijinks, bro. Mill hijinks. It was so cool to shoot the shit, right? And not worry about someone getting all pissy. And if somebody wanted to say no, what's that?
Nobody gets butthurt.
Yeah, well, just knowing that, somebody wants to say something, inappropriate, you didn't have to worry about fighting them after that. So if somebody wanted to say no homo, they did. They wanted to say bro homo, bro, it's all bro homo from here on out.
See, and that's a strange thing, is that's something that just the outdoors and sportsmen, right? I mean, they come together and they mix, and it's like, if you don't have PG-13 rated ears, like that's just how it is. That's how all of everyone I've ever fished with, everyone I've ever hunt with, everyone I've ever been shooting with, like it's just part of the game, and it's a lot of fun.
So when I actually found out that I hit the birds and I was going to take them, as I was waiting in the blinds, I was YouTubing how to clean a duck. God, I still can't get over blood. To this day, blood. Like when somebody gives me a shot, I don't look because I read, still a little, barfy. Mm-hmm. And so I was just saying, okay, let's see how to do it. Didn't know a duck's breast was like that sternum, and so I was like, wow, this is new to me. So as I'm all like, hey, sending you guys pics, the team, Matt, DeWayne, Brady. And then on top of that, I was all like, Lonnie's all like, oh, dude, you got a teal head? You got this? Lonnie knows his junk. He knows his shit. There, I'm going to say it.
He's a big hunter.
Bro, God, yes. So as I'm like, okay, I'm going to take these home, but I don't know how to clean, right? So
I'm all like, you called me and you're like, hey, I need help cleaning a duck. Like, I don't know how to do it. Do you? And I'm like, hold on. Are you talking about ductwork that air comes out of, or duck the bird? Because I can do both, but I need to understand the context of the situation.
Right. So, dude, when you said duck work, for like a dryer or
Yeah.
AC heater. I cracked up, dude. I was like, no, man, ducks. I was just doing duck hunting, getting done with duck hunting.
Yeah, I'm one of the only guys who will jump straight into my work too.
Right?
Like, yeah, what do you need help with? Of course, I'm that dude.
So I was all like, all right, Brady, can you help me? You were gonna help me, but then I was all getting in touch with Lonnie. Like, hey, dude, you want to get some meats? I know DeWayne's not here, but Lonnie's been getting big with smoking meats.
Yeah,
He did get a
he got that
smoker.
smoker.
So I'm just saying. So as I was talking to DeWayne, I was talking to Lonnie. Lonnie was talking about smoking. He's like, dude, let's get the brine. He was just going the art of smoking duck. It's like, okay, so
Yeah, he knows how to cook duck because he's a duck hunter.
bro, I didn't know that. But dude, went there, had few beers while cleaning. Yeah, I pulled some feathers because all you had to do is pull the feathers on the sternum,
Yeah, you just got to
And
open up the chest.
Yeah, first time I ever did that. Dude, duck down. Next time
Yeah.
I'm taking that duck down and I'm putting it to use, dude.
Dude, it's not hard, is it? It's
No.
not hard, is it, Nick?
No.
You just got to be shown once or twice and have someone to walk you through it.
Yeah.
I mean, running that knife down,
yeah.
getting the whole breast off, and then taking the legs.
I was watching it, man. We celebrated. We cracked open the $5 Ranch Brewing cranky old man. Dude,
Nice.
It was so cold. It would turn into molasses. So as we're pulling feathers, we're like, dude, this is good stuff,
Oh yeah.
So he showed me one of the tricks of the trade. Learn the craft of cleaning a bird. Dude, the guy is so precise.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen him clean anything?
I haven't seen Lonnie clean birds, but I've seen a lot of waterfowl guys go through some ducks and geese, and I've done, pheasant, goose, duck,
Bro.
Dove, chicken, turkey. I know what goes into it, but there's a whole nother level when you get good at it.
This guy, man, he takes dissection of a bird to another level. I like just in general. Yeah, Brady, you blow my mind in a lot of things, man. But Lonnie, I saw a whole other side of Lonnie that I never knew. Yeah. Never knew. And man, it was so cool just to learn. I mean, yeah, he's older than you by a little, but he's younger than me, and just getting schooled by a 28, 29-year-old dude. Yeah. Come on, man. So I was like a little schoolboy in the class, just taking feathers off. I'm like, okay, show me how to do it. And,
okay, teacher, what's next?
What's right? Bro, it was eye-opening experience, man. And with Lonnie doing what he did, how he's gonna take it, he's gonna age it, he's gonna put it in, salt, brine, everything else, and smoke it. I basically told him, I was like, dude, when we get together again, let's smoke. Let's smoke it up. And
yeah. Well, and you gotta put it in that brine, and you gotta salt it or milk it so you draw out all of that blood. Yeah. If you don't get all the blood out of the meat, then you get that gamey taste. And that's a big reason why people don't like wild game. Yeah. Is because it's not processed or handled correctly. Yeah.
So he has all that, and DeWayne knows all that stuff too. I was like, what, brother? What? So hey.
Heck yeah. DeWayne constantly throwing the surprises at us.
Yeah. He's smoking duck. So I was like, hey, Lonnie has it. He got a smoker. And DeWayne was trying to school me on the phone earlier today. I was like, dude, we got it. Let's just have some let's have a get together. Yeah. Because Lonnie had nothing but great things to say to DeWayne. I didn't tell secrets, Lonnie, so don't think, I said this and that, but dude, he said that he wants to get together with you guys and just talk shop and tell you guys how you are on the podcast. So
that would be a great weekend, getting you, DeWayne, Lonnie, and myself together.
Right.
With a couple cases of different beers.
Good stuff.
Oh, man. we would have one for the storybooks.
Good stuff, dude. So yeah, I learned a lot. He's a good guy. He's definitely gonna. I got a feeling that when it comes to hunting, the aspect, you,
Yeah.
I feel Lonnie, I would like for him just to know how much knowledge he has. I mean, dude, he grew up in Alaska. He grew up at a young age. You grew up in Wyoming and everything else at a young age hunting. Dude, getting you guys on, bro, it'd be crazy. So,
dude, for real. I'll be straight with everybody. I mean, I'll give Lonnie the crown of hunting in
bro,
our family because he's done more of it than I have. I mean, I've done a lot, and Kevin's starting to do a lot more, my father-in-law. But Lonnie has grown up with a rifle in his hands, I mean, forever.
yeah,
I've had a
dude.
lot of guns in my hand, but he's had a rifle in his hand all the time.
I can hump a lot, dude. A lot of weight in the back country, but dude, I can't pull off what he can, dude. And
It's
hump at
wild.
the
It's
same
a
time.
whole
Yeah,
other world.
it is, dude. So shout out to Lonnie, man. Thank you for helping me clean. Speaking of your Kevin, your in-law, he stopped by after work. Lonnie
Oh,
went
yeah?
to your in-laws' house, and he told Kevin that he was gonna clean the birds, and he's like, "What? Is Nick gonna pay you? What? No." Lonnie was like, "What? No, 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 no. I'm just happy to show him how to do it." I'm like, "Dude, my man." So you know what I did? I was like, "Dude, you can take the meat, man. Let's just eat it when you're able to cook it one day." So it worked out. So
Yeah.
he
Well,
could
see,
have.
that's the camaraderie and the world that sportsmen bring together is like nobody that I know with or I fish or hunt with is going to be like, hey, pay me for that bait. Hey, pay me to show you where this spot is.
Right?
Like I was in a Zoom meeting in October with the Richland Rod and Gun Club, and I was talking to this guy after the deal was over, and he gave me a whole quart jar of salmon eggs that he cured up himself. He's like, "Yeah, here you go. You know, have fun. Just go out and fish." And it's like that's the kind of people that outdoorsmen, hunters, fishers, that's who we are.
Yeah, dude. So I'm getting that whole vibe, understanding it, just taking it in. Don't think I'm better than anybody, but it's like I'm a schoolboy, dude, 40-year-old schoolboy in hunting world. And
And there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
yeah,
We're just happy to have the interest and to have another person to be able to teach and to show and someone who wants to ask questions.
bro. Uh, and hopefully this episode shows that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be new, whether it's
Oh, yeah.
hunting, whether it's running, whether it's hiking, whether it's just picking up anything that you never have done before. So hopefully, all in all, people understand what we try to
It's
strive for,
okay
man.
to be a noob.
Right? But I hate that word, dude. I hate that word.
I know, but you already used it.
I know. So Lonnie, dude, definitely going to be in future episodes, I think. So I didn't.
We need to get him on, whether it's Zoom or on the mic at your place. I think he's got a lot of knowledge that our listeners would like to hear, especially come up on salmon fishing season, because he spent a lot of time fishing salmon, and I would really like to get him on. And I'd like to get all four of us out on the river fishing. Or
Nice.
five, we'll throw Kevin in there and we'll get out on the boat.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice. And he's been smoking salmon too. He's like, dude, you need to get some smoked salmon. Like, I'm not a big fish fan.
No, wait until you try it.
All right, man. So his knowledge, doing what he loves, and the joy and love of the outdoors, dude. It just tripped me out, man. Like, do you own a deer hanger?
No, because he does and Kevin does, so I'm covered.
I'm just saying, like, dude, I don't have one. That just explains a lot. Like, dude, this guy, he showed me what he got from Christmas, his new deer knife, and how it has that switcheroo on pulling the skin. Yeah, dude, I'm like, what? I thought it was just a knife that you guys
That's
used.
a slick little knife too, man. It's cool.
He was all happy. I'm all like, what? I'm gonna be honest with him. I'm like, what?
What is this? What you talking about?
But Lonnie, I know Lonnie because you're in-law. Also know Lonnie because, dude, we're huge UFC fans. Dude loves hunting and UFC. I've never met anybody like that knows as much UFC as I do, bro. And he's up there. He's up there. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Lonnie, man. The tricks of the trade, the knowledge, just the brotherhood, the camaraderie. I know he misses somewhat of the military and what it stands for deep down. I feel it. Hopefully he feels the same way. You got my meats. I know that sounds a little weird, but dude's gonna take care of it. So we got meats.
He's got your meat, and it's all bromo.
Right? And I can't wait until you guys have it in your mouth.
I can't wait either. It's gonna go right here.
I'm God. So
that's male hijinks.
Right? Male hijinks, guys. I'm just saying, male hijinks. It can be PG, it can be rated R, it can be rated X too, but
yeah. It just depends on how good of buddies you're hanging out with.
Right? So you had some rounds. You wanted to explain rounds.
Yeah.
I know it's a little late, but there's a difference. There's so much that I learned that I didn't know anything about. And I'm sorry, guys, that I'm going from here to there, but rounds. There's so many different rounds on what to put in your rifle, what to do this, do that, what it can and cannot do. Can you explain what you have, please?
Yeah, I can show what I have and do my best to explain, but I will say that I don't fully understand shot size or what it's used for or the chokes on shotguns because I just haven't got into that world. I have shot quite a bit.
The chokes, dude. The chokes. I'm like, what? I had a choke.
Choke make a big difference on your shot pattern. That's all I know, but I don't know which ones do what at what distance.
Yeah, because those guys asked me, like, you got a choke one. I left it at
You run a
home.
modified, full modified, improved.
Right? I'm like, I have it, but I left it at home.
I'm doing standard choke today. No, so we got 20 gauge steel, 12 gauge steel, 12 gauge steel, 20 gauge just because I have the side by side and the pump action that's chambered in 20. So I have a couple hundred rounds of this on hand. But one thing I wanted to say is you don't really see much of a difference, but those are both flat on my thumb. And there's about a 1/4 inch difference in shell size.
You can see it a bit.
So that 1/4 inch is the difference between your gun firing and ejecting the shell or your gun jamming. And now you have to run something down the barrel to get it out. Because some guns, like I've got a shotgun that's chambered only in 2 3/4. It'll only shoot this shell. This one will fit in there and it will fire, but it will not come out.
Right.
So just a little bit to pay attention to. Also, I know with waterfowl and game birds, you need to be shooting steel shot.
Yes.
Which is usually labeled steel on the shell and the box.
Right.
Game and target load. There you go. So that's target load. That's going to be all lead shot. And that I believe is 2 3/4.
There you go.
1 1/8, if I remember right, because I think I gave you that box.
Yes, you did. Yes.
But it just pay attention to what kind of ammo you're putting in your rifle or your shotgun or your pistol, because it does make a difference. I mean, you can't just go out and buy 12 gauge because you have a 12 gauge shotgun. See, oh, look at that beautiful pink. I love it.
It's fitting because I have all girls at home.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of you.
Very fitting. People are like, ooh, or the girls are like, ooh, what a cool pink box. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, I've got a shotgun that's chambered in 2.5 or 2 3/4 all the way up to 3.5 inch. So it'll shoot any shotgun shell, any 12 gauge shell I can feed it. I know, Nick, you're 2 3/4 to 3.5 on Weatherby or 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
3.
so
I think it's 3.
So I mean, you've got a good range of ammo that you can buy.
Oh,
like these rifles here, some of them are rated 223 only. Some of them are 5.56 223. Right. The difference is the amount of powder that's in the shell and the length of the bullet.
Yeah.
So a rifle that's 223, you put a 5.56 round in there, who knows how long it's going to go until it blows up.
Right. So my question to you is the guy had different, like 3.5. Was there a 3.5? Is there a 3.5?
I believe there is. I know there's something bigger than 3 because there's 3 shotgun shell sizes for 12 gauge.
So I'm going to tell you this. The guy that I was with, you definitely heard, felt, and obviously felt near him the difference in shells. I did get a little shock or, that, what's it called?
Percussion?
Bro, serious. And you knew the difference when it hit that bird. That was some powerful stuff. So when people say hunters, patang, me and the patangs, that's me spitting dip that I don't dip. It's my way of saying, hey, roughneck or redneck, that kind of thing. They know their stuff. They know their stuff. There's a science behind it. Believe it or not, guys, science.
Well, and like I don't want to call you out, Nick, but when you first went to go buy shells for your new shotgun, what'd you buy?
20 gauge, bro. Shush.
28
That's all they
gauge,
had,
bro. 28 gauge.
That's all they had. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm a noob, man. I own it. I own it. God, thanks for putting me on.
You're learning though, and it's a beautiful thing to see a guy going out and trying to do it, trying to get in it, because we see you doing that, and we're like, okay, let's get in there. Let's help this guy out.
So
let's make this a love for him.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like I never thought I'd do this. Like seriously, I never thought. I've always been on the go. Always did the same routine. Stuck with my routine. Never changed it up. Yesterday I changed it up. Yeah, I'll have an off day, but dude, that sucks. Having an off day of just laying around the house, I hate.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it, not a lot, but I've never thought I'd do this. Will I do this again? Most definitely, dude.
Oh, it's a blast. Definitely.
It brings something in my life that nothing else brings me. From stopping and smelling roses for hours, that's unheard of. From taking in all, the physical, the mental,
the experiences.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. I mean, just the way the grass and the reeds rustle off to your left versus how the water's lapping on your right.
Dude,
it's all different. It's all, I mean, your mind is like overstimulated when you're out there.
Right. Not just because, you're worried about a muzzle going your way.
No. Because if you're with decent people, you don't have to worry about that.
Right. Yeah, you think. But future hunts, dude, sign me up. I'm just saying, sign me up. I just need waders and decoys when it comes to ducks. Now, when it comes to deers, yesterday solidified my 30-06.
Nice.
That our conversations that we have 30-06 or what is it, 227 or whatever, or
270.
270. Yeah. 30-06. Got it from Lonnie. I think 30-06 will do me great. Future hunts, elks.
That's 30-06 is the most popular round in the U.S. and it has taken more big game animals in the U.S. than any other round to date.
It's also cheaper.
Yeah.
Cheaper. So
you can find it easier.
Yeah. And with the deers, let's start with deers, then work away with elk, and then if there's a bear that comes in contact with us, hey, might do it.
Hey, if he's close enough and he's in season.
And I'm just gonna say this, man. Alaska. I think the more we get involved, the more we do evolve. I think we're gonna have to make a trip or two up in Alaska.
Yeah.
With or without Lonnie, but I would like Lonnie there because
definitely I want that local experience.
Right. I don't want the local Alaskan amber beer that we always joke about, but I will definitely go to a mom and pop store or shop and just take in what they have to offer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But man, one hell of a weekend, dude. I'm glad that you're venturing out.
Yeah, I
Glad
will
I'm
continue to do so.
right. Proud of you, young
Like I
Jack.
said, at least once a week, I'm gonna find a new spot.
Right, that's good, man. That's good. Glad you're living a little. Glad the boy's doing good, and
Oh yeah,
Ren is eating whatever thing and everything in sight.
like I said, I can't keep him fed.
Correct. And then we got Todd this week, and then next week, hopefully we get the boys together and shoot the shit. Maybe go to a brew or something.
We'll do something. And hey, shout out to you for getting out and doing something new.
Right.
Stepping outside your comfort zone, reaching out to people and being like, hey, I want to try this. I want to do this. And for making the leap to invest in it too.
Right.
Because I know that I don't have a problem being like, yeah, here you go. Here's a shotgun. Let's go. But for you to show up like, hey, I've already got this. Like, teach me.
Right.
Nobody can ask for more than that.
Yeah. Dude.
So hats off to you again, dude.
Felt good, man. Felt good. Just the camaraderie, the brotherhood, not just with you and DeWayne, but just with people who share the same interests or have the same interests and background and everything else. But you got anything else, man?
Just be safe, be smart, and don't drive like DICK, because we've had enough of that over the snow and the ice. And I spend a lot of time on the road, so that's always going to be one of my things, is just be nice. If you see the truck or the service van, make some room for them, let them in, because they're just working stiffs trying to get home.
Yeah. Hey, last thing, man. Brew-wise. You made an impact on Top Down Brewery, right?
Yes.
When do you think or feel we should do that? Because I'm about to give them a call or a ring and solidify the date, because I am doing my calendar and I think it's time.
Dude, I'm down. Just give me 3 weeks heads up so I can let work know that I'm going to be taking that much time off. Because I want to take off at least a day, and I want to be fair to them. So just give me some heads up and make it happen.
Well, y'all know that I'm a crackhead and I can leave early in the morning, get there, and then drive back and be back in the evening. So,
let's do it.
I want to enjoy myself. So, since you found that brewery, I want you to go there, and I want to do it, and I want to get a hold of them ASAP.
Dude, get a hold of them, and I have a link for hotels. We can get them on the cheap.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shout out to who? Shout out to
Mandi Hagen, my mama.
She's number one supporter.
She hooks me up with that friends and family link.
Right, number one supporter and love.
Oh,
and every time I see her liking a post, I'm like, oh, she loves you, Brady.
Oh yeah, she loves you too, Nick. And DeWayne is just a cherry on top of that.
Right, dude. I'm just gonna say, I know we're done, guys, and we like to bullshit, but dude, this guy. When you think of DeWayne, yeah, brother, yeah, big deep boy's brother, right? He's going to be listening because he said, hey, I'm not going to be there. But the moment you release it, I'm going to listen to it.
He's going to be listen number one.
He told me, man, he's like, dude, I would do Zoom, but people can't hear my voice right now. I'm like, bro, what? I was like, man, you're a grown man and you thinking all about your voice. Okay. I get it. So I'm like, I'm going to throw him some shade, just that little shade, but
we're both going to.
Yeah. He's like, I still sound flimmy. I'm like, dude, shut up, man. You sound like a little girl. So, no. Much love, DeWayne. Much love. Miss you, bro.
Oh, big shout out to DeWayne, smoking them meats.
Right, smoking meats.
Dude, so we started the new segment last week with DeWayne and what you smoking this week.
Smoking.
DeWayne, what are you smoking this week? Hit us in the comments. Dude, let us know on YouTube. What are you smoking this week?
Yeah, he's probably smoking that vid. I mean, dude, it's so weird, man. It's a different world out there.
Dude, it's weird how it hits people, because like some people I've known, they're like, yeah, I don't feel anything. Like I'm good, but I tested positive. Other
Right?
people are like laying back on their deathbed, trying not to die.
It's like the flu, guys. It's like the flu. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for
Yeah.
me, it was.
Yeah. So what's in store next week, man? Next weekend, we're gonna get together, shoot the shit. What? We're gonna
Oh,
hit a
yeah.
brew. What brew do you think we should hit, man?
Dude, I still haven't been out to Iconic or White Bluffs.
You want to do that next Saturday?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's plan on it.
Let's do.
Maybe we can get Lonnie out there too. If he's not
That's-
working, that is.
That's what I was gonna say.
As long as he's not working, he's there.
Even after work, he knows. He knows.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That boy's a champ, man. Dude, hey, I'm glad he's in my life, man. He's my dog too.
Oh yeah. But I'll bring some fresh content next week for food at a brewery.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna be out of town this week for work.
Nice. Okay. Well, just
So I'll
make
find a new brewery, find some
make
new food.
make sure you limit. Make sure you limit.
Hey, there's no barley pops going on when I'm on the clock or I have to go back to work.
No. Make sure you limit 15 max, okay? 15 hours max. I don't want to hear 18 and I'm whipped and it's just like, oh, I don't want to do anything.
Dude, get out of here. If the freezer's getting warm, I gotta go. And I'm
Hey.
on call next week. So
Okay.
yeah,
Make that
Saturday
money.
may not work. I'm on call. If they put in a bunch of work, then
Okay.
I'm
So-
out.
I got you. I got you. I was going to ask you one last question. Damn. Oh well, they'll come to me later. But
Yeah, me on text.
yeah, I'll hit you up, man. But thank you, Brady. Thank you guys for all the listening.
Thank you, Nick.
All the views, all the
The
downloads.
downloads.
Guys.
Thank you guys all so much.
Yeah, because I know it's not me downloading.
Yeah, I do what I can, but I don't put up those numbers.
You know, when you think that those numbers or the episodes suck balls, right? Bro,
Mhm.
I have to share the numbers, man. It's crazy. The last 4 that I thought that would be just crap, dude.
Yeah.
Largest. I think it has to do with Facebook, man. Oh, remember Facebook.
Yeah.
Did you
There
accept?
you go.
Did you accept the editor job or the editor of the Facebook page yet? You
I
did.
accepted the page invite and then I sent it out to a whole bunch of friends.
Okay, so you did. You are the editor because last time I checked, it's still pending.
Yeah, I'll have to double check because I was on Facebook today, but every time I log on, it's like 99 plus notifications, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to deal with that right now.
You know
That's
that-
not my style. That's not my thing.
You know what that tells me?
Right.
You need to get on Facebook. Well, I'm gonna find right now. I'm looking right now to see.
All right, you
if-
look. You tell me. Did I do it or not? Listeners, did I do it or not? Did I accept that position or no?
I'm just saying, man. I think you did.
Drop it in the comments right now.
Check it out. See what you can do. I don't think you did, but I'll solidify it. Let's see, pay general. I don't want to do this, but hey,
Hey, dude, call me out.
if you didn't accept the invite and it's pending, your ass is grass, dude. I think you're gonna pay for the beers next time.
That's fair. I'll get the first 2 or 3 rounds next time we get together if I haven't accepted it by the end of
Right.
tonight or by the end of the podcast. One of the two.
Okay, Brady. Hey, dude, it's a pleasure. I love you, bro.
Hey, it always is, man.
I love the background. I love the stance. I love the love that you have for everything that we do, dude. Thank you.
It's just a whole lot of fun. I'm happy to be
Right.
here. I'm happy to give my knowledge and whatever expertise I have.
You-
I'm an open book.
But believe it or not, you got more than you think, dude, in the show. So
Well, I
thanks,
appreciate
bro.
it.
Love you, bro.
All right. Adios,
Deuces.
guys. Thanks for the
Deuces.
downloads.
Yeah.